everyone's Care Pops, and welcome to my continuation from my Devil May Cry 5 cosplay tutorial series. In this video, I'm gonna be covering, you guys guessed it by the title of the video on the thumbnail, I'm gonna be covering Devil Sword Dante. Specifically the opened up version of Devil Sword Dante. I have the sword finished. It's hanging right there. It's badass. It was a beast of a sword to make. So in this first video, you guys gonna see me make the sword, and then the following video after that is you guys gonna see me basically paint the sword. You guys gonna see me add lights. It's just sick. It's just super sick, and I'm super happy how the sword came out. So I can't wait to show you guys. So yeah, this video is gonna be covering from me making it from start to finish, and then the next video is gonna be me talking about how I painted everything, like everything. So yeah, super excited to show you guys this video. This is one of the biggest swords I've ever made, and one of the proudest accomplishments I've had making a sword that is animated, that has LED lights. So yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Any comments, questions down below, please put them in the comments. Guys, and here is my tutorial for Devil Sword Dante. Before this video starts, I wanna give out the big the huge thanks and a huge inspiration to make this video. The people over at Rooster Teeth, they have a series called Master and Apprentice, which is two guys named Marcus and Adam, and they create props from games, from movies, and they create amazing props. And I saw them. They made Devil Sword Dante, and it looks like it popped out of the game. It just looks so realistic and so badass that basically gave me the inspiration to try to tackle this giant ass blade. So at first I was gonna create this blade, but I didn't know how to, and I was just gonna create the closed version without the lights. And then when I saw them create this sword with the lights, I just knew that I had to create it with the lights, and I wanted to challenge myself as a prop maker. So that's what I did. Right now, basically, you guys are gonna see me. I'm making the patterns for the sword itself. I'm looking back and forth to the reference pictures so I can get it as as accurate as possible as I can. And guys, this sword was like, it was not a pain, it was a challenge to make, because I didn't want to make the sword too small, and nor I wanted to make the blade too big, because I'm only 6'3", and the sword is a good like 5 feet tall, 5 feet and a couple inches tall. And the sword is not heavy, but it's a good like 7 pounds. It weighs a lot. It weighs a lot for a sword, for it to be 7 pounds. So I just wanted, what I wanted to create with this blade, I wanted to have some weight management, and also I just wanted to add all the other stuff, like I wanted to do a really good paint job, I wanted to add electronics, I wanted to add LED lights onto it and make it light up. So that was my challenge, and also just an amazing paint job. It's just basically create an amazing sword, which was basically my challenge to create for Devil Sword Dante. And that's basically what I set out to do. You guys are gonna see me here. I'm gonna be creating the templates. I'm gonna be cutting the templates out, tracing it, and cutting it. So a lot of part of this video, a lot of parts is just me tracing everything and cutting everything out. So you guys, I'm not gonna be describing how I'm gonna be cutting, how I'm gonna be tracing. It's self-explanatory, but I'm gonna be talking here and there on everything that I did. You guys can see right now, since the blade is huge, I took 3 EVA floor mats and I put them together, and that was the base of the blade. And then after that, I took wooden dowels and I put both sides of the blade, and then I put one in the middle of the blade on the hilt, so I can hold the hilt. One thing that I wish I wish I made the hilt longer, because the hilt wasn't long enough, and I was just super upset. But hey, it still came out good as an end result, so I was really happy with that. So after that, after I trace everything and I cut everything out, I start assembling it. So I use hot glue, I use super glue, I use contact cement, whatever I had. As you guys can see here, that's basically the base of the sword. After that, I mark where I'm gonna be putting the wooden dowel so it can have some stability. And it was very flimsy at the end of it, because there was nothing in the middle to hold it up. So I was just basically holding it up. Every time I hung it, when I was done with it, I would put it in the middle. I would put the sword to hang by the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking, guys, so you can watch the video and I have to hear my voice. But the video's self-explanatory. I'm gonna be talking how I did the LED lights. I'm gonna be talking how I adhered the foam, all the other stuff, and all the little details, because this sword has a lot of details put into it, and I'm super proud how it came out to me. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let you guys watch the video. I'm explaining the videos here and there on how I make the sword stronger. So enjoy the rest of the video. This part, and in all honesty, this part was painstaking. Like, it was just painstaking, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to have some raised details and raised effects, raised details on the sword. Since what Dante looks like when his Devil Sword Dante, when his sword is open, split in two, he has like this lava crust, like lava crust details on the sword that are raised. At first, I thought I was gonna cut the sections. I was gonna have a base to put the details on, and then I was gonna cut everything out and number them and putting on top. It was a smart idea. It was easier for me to do the details, but my God, guys, it was painstaking, like difficult, because I had to trace, and basically in total I traced 48 pieces. There were 24 in the front and 24 in the back. After I traced those 48 pieces, I had to cut all those 48 pieces and then number them left and right so I would not get confused. It took me, I want to say it took me like a whole day from tracing, cutting, and then also gluing them, because it was just and also carving them, giving them a bevel look as well. It was a lot. It was really a lot. So that's why you guys see me, I'm tracing everything. I also, guys, if you guys don't want to use new foam, if you guys use the stuff that you cut and trace from and it's still like a big amount of foam, you guys can still use them. I always use my scrap foam or my leftover foam as much as I can. So that also saves you on money, but that also saves you on foam. If you just do that, guys, and that's just gonna help you in the long run. It's gonna help you a lot. So you guys are gonna see me here trace, cut, and then at first I was gonna carve them individually, but it was just annoying and it was difficult. So so I glued them down and then I carved them, and it was a lot easier because I had a lot of control and the pieces were moving left and right. So yeah, you guys are gonna see me here trace, cut, glue, and then carve them. It took a long process, but I'm happy to say that it was worth it. If you guys want to do this process, you guys don't have to do it the same way. You guys can trace and cut the big pieces, and then just trace where you're gonna be carving everything out. It's still gonna give you the same. Give you the same effect, and your blade is probably gonna weigh less. It's probably gonna weigh less, like by a pound or two. and the pound of 2 is significant when the sword weighs at least a good 6 to 7 pounds. The sword is pretty heavy, so I gotta hold it with both hands when I'm posing with the sword. And you know, I love the sword, but the sword is super heavy, and yeah, it's like basically like a Monster Hunter sword. It's so huge. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be tracing and cutting everything out. Ah, yeah. Yep. Enjoy the video, guys. And here is the part of the sword I'm super excited. So since I saw the how they did in the Master and Apprentice that they added LED lights, I am not good with coding. I am not good with writing code for lights, for like super flashy lights or super vibrant lights or going on and off. So what I decided is, since I had leftover lights from my Genji build, I wanted to use those leftover lights and basically use them to diffuse it. But since I didn't know how to diffuse lights, I thought what is the best way to diffuse light, and I saw that I have some leftover white foam, and the white foam works perfectly to diffuse the lights. And I was just super amazed because I had this stuff with me all along and I just didn't know how to do it properly. And you know, this I see this as a lesson. If you have the stuff at home and you want to try it, and when you want to try it first before buying expensive stuff, go right ahead, because that's what I did and it turned out amazing. I'm super happy that I didn't buy me the translucent foam when I had the white foam at home. It is super thin and the lights can go through easily. So that's what I did. I use 4 fairy lights. 2 fairy lights are warm white, and the other 2 are orange. So it gives me the lava, like fire effect, which I'm looking for. And they turn on and off with just like a remote switch. And obviously here right now, as you guys can see, it's like, oh, he's not at his usual bed, because this is basically my new space. As you guys can see, my new temporary office space, my crafting space. So yeah, right now what I'm working here right now, I'm creating the hilt and the claw guards, the dragon claw guards for the sword. So I'm basically making the hilt and the guards. The base for the guards, I basically use ABA foam to create the base, and then after that I use upholstery foam, the stuff that I use for my muscle suits. Because if I made it out of craft foam and tried to sculpt it, it was just gonna be so difficult to sculpt, and it would just take me forever, and I would never have gotten the sword finished. But with upholstery foam, I can get it done easily, and I was just super happy that I did that. So with the upholstery foam, it was quite a challenge to do, but it just turned out really good. So as you guys can see here, I'm using my half an inch upholstery foam for the hilt and the dragon claw guards. I'm gonna be tracing them out. I'm gonna be tracing them, cutting them, and then I'm also gonna shape them as well. I'm gonna be cutting it at bevel angles. And then after that, you guys gonna see me. I'm gonna be cutting foam details. I'm gonna be gluing dragon scale details on the hilt and on the dragon claws as well. For the dragon scale details, I use craft foam. I didn't double it. I used a really thin one, and I used basically I was just making organic shapes and freeforming it to my liking, till it was like good enough. So that's basically what I did. You guys gonna see me trace the hilt and the dragon claws, and then you guys gonna see me trace the dragon scales. I think I glued the upholstery foam first, and then you guys gonna see me trace the dragon scales, and then after I cut everything out, I glued the dragon scales on top. So yeah, the video is gonna be coming to an end. I'm sorry guys, this is a long video, but I wanted to show you guys from beginning to end on how to build the sword. And then the next video is gonna be me painting and sealing it and painting it. And it's just I was just super happy with how the paint job turned out, and I can't wait to show you guys in the next video. So here I'm gluing everything down, and then after that I'm gonna be gluing the dragon scales, and I'm gonna be shaping it. So that's basically it. I'm gonna be talking before the video ends again, explaining a little thing that I did. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the video. Like I said, the patterns are down below for the Double Sword Dante, and soon I'm gonna be putting up the Double Sword Dante as a physical item on my store. That's gonna be basically coming out this Friday or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow or even today. If you guys see a link down below with the Double Sword item up, with the Double Sword Dante sword up for sale, that's basically came out today, and I could do it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be talking a little bit again at the end of the video, explaining all the stuff that I did and telling you guys what's gonna happen in the next video. this is the last part of the video. Since I wasn't really happy with how the jewel section of the sword came out, I went to Michael's to see if they had anything that looks like an egg shape, and I found this styrofoam eggs. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to sand them down smooth as much as possible, and it worked out fine. I was just super happy when this came out because this actually gives the depth and it's just not like a flat jewel. So you guys can see, I just basically used the typical hot glue, put it together, then I flipped the other side, and that was it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Everything down below is in my description. All my Etsy links, everything. So any comments or questions, put them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Alright guys, this is basically the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next video is going to be coming up. Is going to be me painting the sword. I'm sorry that this video is a bit lengthy one, but I wanted to show the building process from building it to having like a raw foam finish. And then the next one will be me sealing it and painting it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, any comments or questions, put them down below in the comment section. And also as well, I got links down below in the description. You guys can go to my Etsy link to buy all my patterns, also my made to order items if you guys are interested. Also as well, if you guys are interested in commissioning me for custom pieces, also as well, you guys want patterns that I can make for you guys, message me down below on my Etsy store or through my Instagram. All the links are going to be down below. This has been Carry Props. Thank you guys so much for watching.